Hello. So I know I uploaded a video yesterday, and 2 days in a row is actually quite unusual now. But something I just realised something, and I needed to put it on camera to remind myself. So I was recording another video for my art channel, and I was learning about how to write poetry, and the teacher was explaining how to find your theme and how to free think and all that kind of thing. And I've decided I'm going to write my poems about my mental health, about the abuse I went through, and all kinds of that stuff. Very dark, painful memories. And at the end of it, after we finished, I didn't actively feel bad. Like, I didn't feel depressed at the end of it. It was just more like the subject matter was being discussed, right? And so I end the class, and I'm talking to camera, and I finish my recording, and I get this right there, this paint like there and here a bit, this just mind-numbing headache. It's hard to describe it. It feels like, have you ever banged two pans together and they make that resounding or resonating noise? That is what it feels like in my head. I don't know if that makes any sense. And I thought, I need to go and relax somewhere, calm down. So I thought, I'll go and sit out in the sun for 10 minutes. Now, I don't know if you saw yesterday, but I definitely burnt myself yesterday. So I lathered myself up in sun cream, so I smell like every holiday to the beach ever, to be honest. Also, just noticed I've got this crescent of white on my neck, which is great. Anyway, so I slathered myself up in sun cream, and I put a time for 10 minutes on my phone, and I just sat outside in the chair, the metal chair things we've got, and I just enjoyed the sun for 10 minutes, completely quiet, eyes shut, just enjoying hearing the sounds of the trees and people having a barbecue down the road, and just sort of listening to life, I guess. And I thought, great, headache completely gone. And I thought, oh god, I just must have been missing some sunshine or something. And I've been drinking plenty of water, by the way, so it's not that. I've been weeing constantly because I'm drinking so much water. Not literally constantly, but yeah. Anyway, I come back inside, and Grandad, you can tell when my granddad's been thinking about something, because there's a question, he asks a question that just comes out of nowhere. So anyway, I'm refilling my water, and he goes, "So when did you put on the bulk of your weight?" I was like, that's blindsided me a little bit there. He didn't realise I had a headache or anything. I didn't want to bother him with it. So it's not like he did it on purpose. But I said probably in the sort of 8 years after I left home, because I was I was going through the turmoil of leaving home and all that comes with that, and then I was in the abusive relationship, and then mum died in the same period, so I would say the bulk of my weight happened during that 8 years, and then it kind of stagnated-ish since then. I've only really fluctuated within sort of 15 pounds or so, which is still a lot, but when you're this, it's also not that much. Anyway, that didn't bother me. Headache, fine. And he went, "So what exactly was it during those 8 years? Was it because you left home? Was it because you were down?" And I was he knows that I was in an abusive relationship, but I don't think he quite understands the gravitas of it, the gravity of it. So I tried explaining, not in detail, but I was like, I would get hit every day physically. I would get hit, pushed. Mentally, I would be shouted at and told I was nothing and worthless. And anyway, I was explaining this, and I said that's probably where it came from, the bulk of the weight, which I didn't think I was worth anything, so I wasn't looking after myself, and to make myself feel better, I ate food. Comfort eating, a lot of people do it, maybe for different reasons, but it's pretty common. The point is, after we finished the conversation, he'd give me a hug and whatever, and I've come back up here to play Animal Crossing, my headache's back. as I was coming up the stairs, I felt it just like shoot across my forehead. And I was like, I don't understand. I've had the water, I've done the sun. What do you want from me? And it's a stress headache. And I used to get them quite frequently, but I've not really had one since I've lived here. Sometimes I get headache from straining too much, but it's a different kind of pain. It's more like all around my head when I've been... That's the wrong way. It's more all around my head when I've been like concentrating on something, but this right like here and there is inducive of is related to my stress headaches. So that's what it is. And it kind of made me angry because the cause of the abuse has no idea what I'm dealing with. You know, he's married with a kid and whatever. But I don't know, like it annoys me that he still has some element of power over me. And like the worst part is I feel like I'm beating myself up because he's got power over me. So I'm doing exactly what he used to do, where I'm feeling bad for something and then I'm telling myself off for feeling bad, which doesn't make any sense. So fuck that. Fuck that to everything. Fuck it. Fuck feeling bad about feeling bad. There's a book I read. I've not actually finished it, but I've read most of it. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It's a very aggressive title, but it's a brilliant book. If you've ever suffered with mental health, read it. Or better, listen to the audiobook like I've done. It's great, especially when it's read. It's read really well, and like, yeah. In the first chapter, he mentions the feedback loop from hell, which is what that is. You feel bad, and then you feel bad about feeling bad. So, fuck that. I'm going to turn this camera off. I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to turn around and play Animal Crossing on my computer, on my TV screen, and I'm just going to relax and say, fuck it. Oh dear. Anyway, there's your update for today. Hope everyone's safe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.